Hey, Ellen, guess who I found? Yeah, it's Jamie Durie. Yeah, the guy from Down Under, you know, he's got the cool accent. Everybody loves him, what he does in the garden.
And of course, I just put that accent on just for everyone, right?
It is a fake. You're like from the Midwest.
It's a total fake. I am from the Midwest. No, I'm not. I'm actually from Sydney, Australia.
I've been down that neck of the woods. Beautiful garden. I have, yes.
Oh, nice.
But you're here now, and we're in front of the Berry Family of Nurseries booth here at the IGC 2013. You got some news about that, right?
I have got some great news. Yes, Berry and I have been cooking up a little pot of gorgeous plants and a new designer collection, which will hopefully inspire some young gardeners to get back into gardening again, because gardening is very hip. It is very hip.
It can be, but okay, a lot of people have collections out there. A lot of celebrities do. What's going to make yours really cool?
Well, I think, you know, the trick of this, I think, and the way that I've put together my shows and my books and everything is you've got to make them feel like they're the designers and we're just the shepherds through the process. So what I call it is DIY design. So, you know, you put the design hands back into the customers rather than you designing it for them. So you just put together all the elements and bits and pieces and watch them get empowered. And I think that's really the secret, you know, because if they start to gain confidence with a couple of little pieces, or they feel like they're having some success with color or shape or texture or plant positioning, then they'll come back for more. And that's what we want.
Make them the creative force.
Yes, absolutely. The creative vision actually sits inside everyone, you know. So I think if you can, you know, allow them to make that step forward, then you're going to eventually get more plants into the ground.
All right, when are we going to see this Jamie Durie program rolling out?
This is going to be rolling out within the next 6 months. So watch this space. It's very exciting.
All right. Now I was telling you a second ago, I said, you know, I love watching you on TV. I love what you're doing. The creativity, really hip, cool stuff. The one thing I haven't seen you doing is at the end of the day, when you've created this beautiful garden room, the destination, everything, I want to see you eating a thick steak, drinking a beer out there, because that's why I garden.
You have just hit the nail on the head. And actually the original version of the outdoor room was that we went away, we traveled, we took the inspiration, we then built the garden. While we're building the garden, we kind of went into the plants and looked at the science of it and why we've chosen these certain species for certain areas. And then after the garden's built, we get a celebrity chef on board to cook in the garden, and we all sit down. But of course, that's a very long show. It's a little bit more expensive than the one we currently do.
More of a mini-series, I guess.
Yeah. So we're starting small and sort of building our way up there. But that's exactly what it was about. It was about capturing people who love to travel, people who love food, people who like science, and people who like gardens and design. Because essentially, we don't sit around with our head in the bushes the whole time, you know what I mean? We love our gardens, but we all love to eat and travel and everything as well. The whole show was built around the idea of capturing a wider audience and not just preaching to the converted gardeners. You know what I mean?
So watch this space for a little eating and drinking in the garden.
Absolutely, yeah. So, I mean, we build outdoor rooms for people to live in, not for people to look at.
All right, I've got one about an hour west of here. You're invited anytime. Beer, a nice thick steak.
Love that story.
All right,
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jamie.
Good to chat.
Back to you, Ellen.